student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Media Sports wishes to thank all of our 2025-26 minor Pride year-long sponsors, like Linton Cycle Sales, Jordan and Vaught Insurance of Bloomfield, Walton Funeral Service, Key Associates of Linton, Tech Shack of Linton, Bob Walters Linton Motors, Heritage Lumber and Supply, Audrey Sparks of Richard Brown Insurance, Team Ortho, Linton Sporting Goods, Crane Credit Union, CAS Contracting, doing business as Kramer's Tree Service, Alicia Cornelius of Indiana Farm Bureau, Corey Motter of Century 21 Sheets, The Grill, Jason Wright at Indiana Farm Bureau, Halls LLC, Brock Anderson Construction, English Off-Road Light-X of Bloomfield, and Skinner's Towing Service. At Jordan and Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan and Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535. Good evening and welcome back to Linton High School basketball as the Miners are playing at their own Linton Classic. And they're a little ways away yet, a good 5 minutes, probably more like 25 minutes away from the start of the fourth and final game here, which will pit Rock Creek Academy at 1-3 against the Linton-Stockton Miners at 3-0. Rock Creek already lost one game in this today. Linton already won one game today. And that's why the Miners are 3-1 in the Linton Classic. Heather?
Well, obviously, as you can see on the screen, we have the graphic for today's Linton Classic. It showed Linton versus Robinson, Evansville Christian against Rock Creek, Evansville Christian against Robinson, which is what is in current play right now, and then Linton-Stockton will face Rock Creek Academy for the fourth and final game of today's Classic. So we are going to leave this graphic up. You will see some movement in your screen behind you. But we wanted to, one, get online in time to give the sponsors, obviously, what they have generously donated to, obviously, the season. And then, obviously, two, we want to be able to bring the game to you live whenever that may be. Right now, with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go, the score is at 46-52 in this contest. So we'll do our best to maybe kind of chime in here.
Evansville in the lead.
Evansville won over Rock Creek Academy 55-50 in game two. So right now we are currently in the Jordan Vaught Insurance pregame show. And with 80 years of combined experience, you need to call Ross, Cindy, Rita, and Layton in Bloomfield to make sure you're covered for any home, auto, or life insurance coverage. Call them in Bloomfield today at 812-384-3535 today. And we're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout to run a number of our Minor Pride commercials. Obviously, with two games such as it is like this and how quickly the first game went with a running clock, we want to make sure that we do give our sponsors what they've paid for. So we are going to catch up on some sponsor ads, and we'll be back in just a moment. This is a live stream production powered by Rader Media Sports.
Need excavation or septic work that you can count on at Halls LLC? They've been moving earth and installing reliable septic systems for years. From site prep to drainage, driveways, demolition, and full septic installs or repairs, they have the equipment and experience to get the job done right. For residential or commercial jobs, big or small, give Doug or Jared a call at 812-699-0200. You may also visit Halls LLC on Facebook today.
Brian Carell, formerly of Carell's Gas, wants to thank his customers for over 70 years of continued support for his family and business. You'll see Brian at community events throughout Linton in the future, and his family thanks you for continued support. And he adds, go Miners.
The next time you need a lift, call Skinner's Towing. They're locally owned and operated since 2012. If you are ever in an accident or breakdown and unsure who to call, request Skinner's Towing at 812-699-0743 for fast, friendly, and affordable towing. No matter the vehicle, no matter the situation, no matter the climate, no matter the time. Skinner's Towing, the people you can depend on 24/7. Welcome back to the Linton Classic on the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show, as we wanted to certainly talk a little bit about how the Miners fared earlier today in this tournament. They won, unbelievably, 71-18 and over this Robinson, Illinois, the Maroons, who are playing right now, who have 46 points on the scoreboard in this game. So they played much, much better in Game 2 than they did here on Game 1. They only had 4 points at intermission. The Miners had 44 points in all at intermission, and then 18 for the game, and the Miners 71. And that's by the Miners basically emptying the bench and playing everybody who had the opportunity to be suited up. In fact, even a little more, because Ivan Montgomery, I think, got in there as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Miners played in that ball game. Cooper Smith, the lone Miner to not play, and of course that's because he's still nursing an injury. But if you're looking for scoring in that one, well, Jackson Miller had 3 points in that. Jake Rose had 9. Paul Oliver had 10. Kingston Crane with 2. Connor Daly with 11. Reuben Goodman with 11. Owen Smith with 4. Gage Sullivan with 6. Caden White with 15. And Ivan Montgomery, the lone Miner to play, who did not get the opportunity to score. So that pushed the Miners up to 3-0, and as Heather said, they're waiting to play now Rock Creek Academy. We're about a minute and a half away from the end of this ball game that's currently being played, and then they'll get on with the Linton Miner game. Heather?
Well, we want to obviously welcome all of you to the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, also to YouTube Live as well as Facebook Live. So you have a couple of opportunities if you'd like to hear your name mentioned potentially in this broadcast. All you have to do is comment on our Facebook page or our YouTube, and we'll do everything we can to give you a shout out in today's broadcast. People are asking what's up next for us with the live stream, and obviously on Thursday night the Lady Miners were scheduled to head to Clay City for that SWIAC matchup that had to be rescheduled due to weather. And look, it was pretty much the right call because Linton was hammered there with some snow. So we had the opportunity to speak with Vanessa earlier today. That game will be played on Wednesday, December the 17th, and that will be a 6 o'clock tip. We will be updating all of our information at home once we get home to let everyone know, that we're going to be obviously there at Clay City. But it's a big matchup for the Lady Miners, who we have not had the opportunity to see in a while just due to that reschedule there. So that will take place on Wednesday. The Lady Miners will head to Owen Valley on Tuesday for a contest. We have not heard back from Owen Valley after a number of attempts to reach out to them. So we're going to get our athletic director involved and see if we can get a definitive answer to see if we can broadcast on Tuesday night or not.
Sometimes we may not find out until the very last minute, which I believe is what has happened once before.
Well, that actually happened during volleyball season. We had reached out for a good, they played, I think it was September 15th. We started the first week of school. We were given, there was some conflicts with gyms and so forth, and we went back and forth, and we kept writing, and we kept hearing we were going to be given an answer. And Kevin, you and I were in Bloomington for doctor's appointments and had still not heard, and then all of a sudden we get the call, well, you can come if you want to, and we didn't have any gear with us. So we're going to do everything we can to cover the Linton-Stockton Miners. Obviously, Thursday night is a doubleheader JV. The Linton Miners, I think, are playing Clay City that evening for the girls, and a Shakamak JV for the boys. Those games will be up in automation on our network. There will be no announcing, but we'll be back here Friday night for the doubleheader between the varsity girls and boys, hosting Shakamak and Swayak play before you and I meet up with Big D Dan Phillips on Saturday on December the 20th for South Knox. And that will be our last broadcast of the year before we go into holiday break. The Miners obviously will travel to the First Financial Classic, of which we are blocked from coverage. So we hope everyone will buy some tickets and go up and be able to watch the Miners. If not, they have their own live stream.
Scott Vanderkolk, the head volleyball coach for the Linton-Stockton Miners, joins us now. And, Coach, the Maroons are playing much better in this ball game with 52 points on the board than the 18 that they registered early against the Miners.
They're looking a lot better.
They look like a real basketball team.
I was down there talking to some of our guys and some of the coaches and stuff, and just shots just weren't falling for them. They had good looks, moved the ball well. Just it seemed like every time they put it up, there was a lid on it. And they're having a lot better success outside the arc and
running their offense.
Like they're playing faster too.
Yeah. Now, didn't the coach say that they had a game last night as well? So they played last night, then this morning, and now this afternoon.
I don't know the
answer. Did he say
that?
I thought he said that.
I think they played Thursday.
Oh, is that okay?
That might be it.
That could be. There's just 39 seconds left in their game now, and it looks like they will get beaten by Evansville Christian, I think. We'll see. But then we'll see how fast the Miners are already out and loosening up kind of in a way off to the side, watching the end of this one. I imagine with the weather impending, they're going to move this one as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think the goal is to just keep things moving as best as possible today. And there was a little bit of a break in between the second and third game, get some lunch and the Evansville Christian kids that had just played. But I think we're going to start this game pretty quick right after the conclusion of this one.
We do want to say for those, we are watching the weather pretty close, and we do want to say for those that are traveling to be careful. It looks like Ellettsville and Terre Haute, as well as Martinsville, are all pretty much snow and ice-covered roads with multiple accidents being reported. So we're seeing the biggest challenge in what we're following is people trying to say getting up and getting down hills has been a little bit of a challenge. So for those of you that would like to come out and watch the Miners, please do so. You've got just a few seconds to do so, and if not, we want to welcome you to Rader Media Sports, which we will carry this game in its entirety.
And we should say that if you decide you want to come up, by the way, this game is going to end. Evansville Christian will win it 59-52 over the Maroons from Robinson, Illinois. So that one is concluded. But I just want to say there's great concession stands here open, a great concession stand open if you want to get out and get a little quick bite to eat and then watch some basketball. And, Coach, Go ahead. Coach, I had said something to you earlier in the pregame for the first game and then dropped it. I forgot to follow up because we went on to some other things. And that's about that one word of expectations and how that plays for a team. I think the Miners coming in, the boys team with high expectations, that can cut both ways.
Yeah, like I said, you get everybody's best game generally, especially when you play conference games rivalry games, and you're not going to get just lackadaisical effort out of some of those other teams. And when you've got the expectations there, that's a lot of pressure on the kids individually. It's a lot of pressure on the coach. Obviously, you want to succeed, but you want to do it the right way. You don't want to play scared. You don't want to play timid. You just want to go out, play ball, have fun with your buddies, and just play clean, knowing that all the work that you've put in over the years and through summer, that work is now it's gonna show, and it's gonna pay off, and just go out and have fun. That's what we're here for, and obviously winning's important to these kids, and the coaches and the parents and the fans and the school and the community. But in the end, we're talking about kids, and you just want to support them as best you can and do it the right way. And I think Coach Britton's done a great job of that the last couple of years, teaching these kids the right way to go about basketball and the right way to go about life, and doing well in the classroom and everything that goes along with it. So,
Coach also talked a little bit about the fact that these two teams played a year ago, and it was a tight game right down to the end.
Yeah, I honestly wish I remember it. I don't know that I watched that one, but watching Rock Creek this morning, I do expect a physical, fast game. I think offensively we're going to have to make sure that we're moving the ball well like we did this morning. Make Rock Creek play defense. They didn't look like they were as deep. Top to bottom, I think they only ran 7 guys, and you could tell they were getting tired pretty quick. So hopefully we go 8 deep, maybe a little bit more than that, play fast, put the pressure on them. That's the other thing with the expectations. If you can put the pressure on the other team, that makes things a lot easier for you and takes that pressure away. So I expect us to come out, try and have a fast start again, and make Rock Creek try to play our style of game. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun game.
I'm just looking, because I guess not. I thought I might be lucky that it would be in the same scorebook. It's not. So I thought I would maybe have that scorebook candy from last year, but I do not. You are listening to the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. The Miners are on the floor, as is Rock Creek Academy. They're warming up now as well. So where we are is about 20 minutes away from the start of this game. You're listening to the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. If you're looking for a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, why look any further than Bob Walters Linton Motors? They've been serving Linton since 1954 with a wide variety of vehicles for a wide variety of budgets. Bob Walters also offers a full-service department with ASE-trained technicians who are standing by to fix any potential problem. Why pay big city prices when Bob Walters offers local sales and service for less? Visit the dealer you can depend on. Bob Walters Linton Motors at bobwalterscars.com.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius, one agent for all your insurance needs.
Well, welcome back to Rader Media Sports with the power of Rader Media Sports' Facebook page. Last year on this date, Linton won against Rock Creek 57-47.
Here we go.
I was just looking at that, yeah. She beat me to the punch there.
I like Facebook memories, and I like the opportunity to be able to go in at any given time and we do everything we can to try to keep the score and post the score for all of you. And so last year on this date, they were victorious.
So it was this very date. Interesting.
Well, it was December the 14th.
Oh, okay.
1 year ago on Saturday.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it was a 10-point ball game then, and Coach talked about that coming right down to the very end a year ago.
It looks like Carson Smith, number 22, had 17 points to lead Rock Creek in that game last year, so I'd expect us to put a heavy focus on 22.
Yeah,
and during their game against Evansville, I heard the Evansville coach talk about 22 about every time they're coming down the floor, making sure they knew who was guarding him. So
he will be one to watch here today, and that's good to know because, I guess I don't have anything on how he fared earlier in today's game point-wise, but it'll be interesting to see. There was a change in the starting lineup for the Miners in the first game today as they went with Jake Rose, Kingston Crane, Reuben Goodman, Gage Sullivan, and Caden White. But obviously it didn't take long to realize why they might have been able to shift a little bit and play some other people in that ball game with a 44-4 game score at the intermission and 71-18 when it was all over. We'll see who the coach Britton will decide to go with in this last ball game of the 4 in the Linton Classic.
We do know that in searching social media, there was a group that we follow heavily as far as the Indiana High School Athletic Association's basketball fans page. And in researching that, a lot of games for today have been postponed. So we do want to say thank you to those that have made us part of your day. We are thankful to be the only Linton station that has broadcast both of these two games, so we do appreciate that opportunity. And I know that Athletic Director Vanessa Schafford and ECA Secretary Heidi Rimmel and Superintendent Grove and so forth have all worked really hard to get this tournament, not necessarily a tournament, but a classic, ready to go. So hopefully we're going to be able to get this in and everyone's going to be able to get home safe and sound.
I think moving it up has helped a lot.
It has. And I know that there's lots of college ball on this evening. Obviously, you and I are going to be tuned in to IU and Kentucky, and obviously the Heisman.
I was going to say, that's going to be first things first.
Don't forget about the National NCAA Volleyball Tournament. There's some big games
too.
on tonight.
There are?
Obviously.
I thought they were all last night. Nebraska, IU, and
Nebraska.
Army and Navy are playing.
Yeah,
so
Army Navy game.
That's the one game I always look forward to every year.
This is quite the day for sports.
So we talked this morning about how our evening will be going home and getting in comfy clothes and starting the fire and watching nothing but sports for the remainder of the weekend before
opening and closing the door for the dogs.
Right.
That'll be the rest of the night.
And then Monday, obviously, will bring the final week of classes for Linton-Stockton, as well as the final week of regular sports before heading into the first financial classic play that'll start the week right after Christmas. So our Facebook page, as always, is going to be pretty heavy with promotions as far as any reschedules that may happen this week. I've already had people writing asking if they're going to have school on Monday. That's not my call. It's not my call to make, but as soon as Superintendent Grove sends me a message and says push it out, it goes out. So,
I'm just really excited about the Heisman ceremony because I think it's got to be.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
It just has to be, and I think that is just a tremendous opportunity both for him and also for IU. It's wonderful.
My dad graduated from IU in the 70s. He was there with the undefeated basketball team, and he stayed true to IU football as well, and it's been fun these last couple of years watching him get excited about football for a change. So the school in general and all the graduates, it's cool to see. Even that's coming from a Notre Dame fan. Don't get me started on that one.
Oh, Notre Dame. Yeah. If you can diss Nebraska, I can diss Notre Dame.
There you go. I'll take it.
Are you okay being left out of the playoffs? I know that's a big deal there in Notre Dame.
No, that's what happens when ESPN is the big supporter of the SEC.
Don't you just want to join a conference and get all done with that?
Nope, I think they need to get rid of the ACC nonsense. It's killing their schedule.
Oh, it's clearly only because of the contract with NBC that they won't join a conference.
It's a coup with ESPN and the SEC. Even Alabama former players are saying that they shouldn't be in the tournament, and that's a telltale sign right there.
So we're going to have you take this opportunity on our Facebook page just to let us know what football team you root for. Is it IU? Is it Notre Dame? Are you a Purdue fan, Penn State? Let us know who you think is going to win this season's Heisman. We like to see the interaction that we can get with all of you. And we're going to take a quick time out to hear from another Minor Pride sponsor and be back in just a moment. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
Looking to tackle a new project? Then Heritage Lumber and Supply is your locally owned and operated building material supplier with everything you need for your next professional or DIY project. From interior or exterior building products to windows, doors, metal roofing, and more, we've got you covered. Ready for a kitchen update or looking to build a new home or post-frame building? Our staff can help you from design to construction, and our in-house kitchen designer will work with you to bring your ideas to life. Let us help you through the process at 812-798-1178 or visit us at heritagelumbersupply.com, located behind Walmart in Linton. Three specialty clinics with three top-notch providers right here close to home. Greene County General Hospital's Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care are the area's go-tos when it comes to your care. Team Ortho is home to the county's only board-certified orthopedic surgeon, Dr. John Hammerstein. Dr. Matthew Parmenter is a board-certified foot and ankle surgeon with more than 35 years' experience. And board-certified general surgeon Dr. Cam Gabrielson is trained to diagnose a wide range of diseases that may require surgery. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care, the trio you can trust. They're all part of the Greene County General Hospital family. Our family, caring for yours.
Hello there, I'm Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. Are you a first-time home buyer and you just don't know where to start? Perhaps you're looking to downsize and you need to list a property and get top dollar. In any of those situations, you need a professional agent on your side. I have successfully opened doors for clients for over the last 4 years, and it is a complete pleasure of mine to be able to help them end one chapter and begin a new one. Navigating the real estate market can be complex, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be. Let me help you understand the housing market, and let's negotiate the best deal. So together, let's open a new door and close it with Corey.
Welcome back to the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show and the Linton Classic as the Miners getting ready to host Rock Creek Academy. And are they the Lions? I should know what they are. I should have looked that up.
Is it on the roster?
I don't see it on there. Rock Creek Academy, but it does not say what they are.
I think it's Lions.
That's what I think it is, but I'm not particularly sure. We're still about 9 minutes away from the start of this one. Don't let winter slow your move from snow-covered. Nope.
We're going to go through a number of our sponsors that you'll hear in the actual game rotation. First off, let us start with Klushner Construction starting lineups, whether it is a remodel, a new construction, or a home addition. You know it'll be done right the first time, every single time. You choose Tony and his crew of Klushner Construction. So call Tony or Bart Wade of Linton today. Linton Cycle Sales is Southern Indiana's most preferred power sports dealer since 1973 and have been proudly serving this community for over 50 years. Dane and his staff offer sales, services, and parts, so come and see them for the best deals in the area today.
The three-point sponsor is Walton Funeral Home, dedicated to professional, compassionate service that leaves kind memories since 1915, and funeral pre-planning for peace of mind. From one generation to the next, from one family to another, Todd and Cindy are proud of their funeral home's heritage. And our families have been there for this community for over a century and look forward to serving for many more years to come. Your lamp of hope when you need them the most.
Bob Walter serves as our free throw sponsor since 1954. They've been providing quality vehicles to the community, but they also offer a full-service department ready to assist you when time is of the essence. So don't drive out of town for quality professional service. And as a reminder, they are collecting new unwrapped toys for Tots in their lobby. I think the deadline is this Wednesday, so please feel free to go in and drop off a new unwrapped toy for Toys for Tots and get a $10 off service card of $50 or more.
We should say people responded so well in the Coats for Kids campaign, I believe.
We collected over 50 coats for the Linton Middle School and Junior middle school and high school junior Civitan.
And that was at Bob Walters Linton Motors as well. So we've switched now to toys for the kids, and we can do this. We can pack that truck.
The quarter sponsor today is Key Associates of Linton. Contact Allie Walton Jackson, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks to be there with you every step of the way, whether you're looking to buy your dream home, your next investment, or sell your home to enter into the next chapter of your life. With over 30 years of experience serving Greene and surrounding counties, they are your key to the very best. And the halftime show will be brought to you by Kingdom Air. They are your locally owned heating and cooling experts. For furnace repair or replacement, call Kingdom Air or visit kingdomair.com. Your home is your castle. Keep it comfortable with Kingdom Air.
The replay sponsor, Greene County Vision Center, locally family-owned business located on Highway 54 in Linton. They've been providing quality eye care, glasses, contact lenses, treating patients like family since 2005 with a large selection of designer frames. Stop in and let their staff help you pick out your new look. And the post-game sponsor, Tech Shack of Linton, offering gift cards perfect for birthdays, Christmas, a thank you, even a bonus. Redeemable in the Linton store or at TechShack.com. Now tech lovers of all ages can get what they've always wanted from Tech Shack. So the Miners are on the floor now, warming up, and we're still about 5 minutes away from the start of this fourth and final game of the Linton Classic.
We do remind you that we are syndicating to both YouTube and Facebook Live. All three options for today's broadcast, the YouTube, the Facebook, and the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, will only be up until 6 p.m. tomorrow before both games go into the archives until the end of the season.
But since we're up on all those, people can inform us about the Heisman ceremony, right?
Absolutely.
So please do. If you're watching that and you're watching the game with us, and maybe you've got the opportunity where you got more than one television set, maybe you can, or picture-in-picture, as they call it, I guess, anymore these days.
That's the call out right there to my dad. So he will be probably watching us and watching that ceremony as well, and we'd love to know, obviously, the outcome of that. Right now, with 4 minutes and just a few ticks left to go in this pregame, we're going to take one more quick timeout and be back in just a moment. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
Good at a lot of things, like cheering on the Miners to victory. Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent Jathan Wright is good at making sure your insurance needs are just right for you. That's why Jathan is here to help you work through any questions you might have about your auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance. Then you can get back to making sure the Miner fan section is louder than the other team. Talk to Jathan. Stop in or submit your information online and give him a call at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. In over 50 years of business, two things have never changed at Linton Cycle Sales: honesty and fun. When you're shopping for Polaris or Kawasaki, this family-owned operation that offers 5-star service and accessories is a great place to start. In fact, they offer on-the-spot financing. You want to do business with a place that has your back not only when you buy, but also after you leave. So if you're in the market for Polaris or Kawasaki off-road vehicles, come to Linton Cycle Sales, doing business the small-town way since 1973. Welcome back to the Jordan and Vaught pregame show, and the about 2 minutes and 45 ticks away, as Heather pointed out earlier from the start of this one. And Coach Scott Vanderkolk joining us as color commentator for us tonight, and we're certainly glad to have him along. Coach, tell me a little bit about, is this the first time you've been able to see the Miners?
No, thankfully.
In real?
Thanks to, in person, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been watching the streams, though, so.
When you watch them play in person, anything stand out that is a little bit different than when you see them on the air?
like anytime you watch a sport in person, they're fast, they're strong. Watching it on a screen, you don't quite get the intensity of the speed and how fast the ball is really moving. And they're huge, and they're athletic. And like I said earlier in the morning stream, you got to get out and watch them in person. They're fun to watch, and just show that appreciation for all that hard work.
I think today, watching, having seen their other games, they played well in all of them, obviously, because they've won.
Yeah.
But I thought today the passing was as crisp as I've seen all year.
Yeah, and when you're watching it on the stream, you may not pay quite as much attention as you do in person, but the passing this morning was crisp. I didn't notice that in the previous two games. But today for sure, especially if they keep that ball movement, keep working through the bench and keeping fresh bodies on the floor, I think Rock Creek's going to struggle with that combination of size, speed, and depth.
It will be interesting to see. We're under a minute now. The Miners are huddled up around Coach Britton right now, talking about everything, and they're getting ready to announce the starting lineups here. And
we do want to give a shout out to Tim and Joan, who are watching in Germany. They had a request to have their 3 granddaughters appear on camera, so we are doing our best to get them to come over here and give them a shot. So I've sent a text, and
Germany.
Yeah,
Good heavens.
Getting some schnitzel and
Wiener
hanging
schnitzel.
out with the Fraulines.
And now is that it? Is that all you know, or is that?
I did take high school German. But,
Oh my gosh!
That's about the extent of my.
Wow, that's impressive. I feel guilty with a name like Rader that I didn't take any. I'm not sure in my small high school years ago German was even offered.
We actually offered Spanish, German, and Japanese at our high school.
That's incredible.
Officials for today are Jason Davidson, Caleb Dunkerley, and Bart Beard.
Let's listen in as we introduce the starting lineups. So there you have the starters for both teams: Smith, Edwards, Martin, Smith, and Martin for Rock Academy. And for Linton, it's Miller, Rose, Oliver, Daly, and White. We're back to the normal starting 5 for the Linton-Stockton Miners here in the second game of the day. Maybe they'll have fresh legs since they didn't play although the starters ended up playing a majority anyway. But there's the opening tip, and we are underway.
Quick reminder, this first quarter sponsored by Key Associates of Linton.
Jackson Miller being pestered a little bit, but he's able to free himself from that. They get it to him on the left wing. He's double-teamed. Kicks it back out. Carson Daly gets around his man, puts up a runner, no dice. Connor Daly, thank you.
Carson Daly.
I've done that before.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
Some movement underneath, but traveling is cold on Noah Martin.
That's a big trap to get in there with Connor and Paul trapping you like that. Or Caden. I forget what. I didn't see who the other one was. Sorry.
Daly getting ready now. He does inbound. Jackson Miller with it across the timeline to Oliver. Back in the left wing. Now they go to Paul. He's going to spin his way inside. They try to block him. They do get it blocked. Paul can't get the rebound. Tries for a steal. No dice. Rock Creek coming the other way. With the basketball is Carson Smith. In the lane. Gets not trapped, but he picked up his dribble. Now a nice feed underneath there to Martin, and he gets it off the glass for two. Noah Martin with the first two of the game.
Good bit of ball movement out of Rock Creek there, getting the Linton defense a little bit off balance. It's a good look for Miller.
Man, but no dice. Hits the rim, and Rock Creek coming the other way with the basketball is Carson Smith.
Yeah, it looks like Connor Daly's gotten the man-on-man assignment with Carson Smith to try to slow his production down today.
Shot up, a little runner floating to the hoop. Nice shot by Carson Smith. So it's 4-0, Rock Creek on top. Caden White with the ball out on top. Nope, he's going to take the three and take it and can it. A Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. A good start again for Caden White.
That was a good look. His defender slacked off on him, gave him that space. So I don't think he's going to get the opportunity for that wide open of a three-point shot later in the game.
With the ball on the left side, it's up. Carson Smith's shot, no good. The follow, no good. The rebound, Oliver.
Good block there by Caden White, running the court.
Caden with it in the lane. A little runner, no dice. He tried to stop him just with a little jumper in the lane.
Yeah, it looked like he hesitated there right at the start. He was thinking about passing it off to Daly. Maybe could have been a good idea to kick it back out and set the offense up.
Jonah Martin with the ball on the right side, forearm out. Oliver calls the referee attention to it. Edwards, and now to Noah Martin. Out on top, shot on the way by Martin. Up, no good. That's Jonah Martin. Ball on the knees. They come up with it for Rock Creek. Going to back out. Looks like that's 22, Carson Smith.
Yep.
Bounce pass to the high post, Noah Martin. Cutter off that is Rasheed Smith. He tries to pass underneath to Jonah Martin. No dice, out of bounds, minor ball.
That was a good-looking set there out of Rock Creek. Pass got a little bit out in front of the cutter. You could tell they were having a little discussion about that. Try to make sure it doesn't happen on next time.
Jackson Miller across the timeline. An errant pass intended for Connor Daly. They're going to be pestering, I think, Jackson Miller all game, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do that switch to Paul Oliver bringing the ball up. Oliver with the steal. Connor Daly off the glass. 2 points for Connor. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play in this first quarter on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. We've got a timeout called by Rock Creek as they're about to get tied up. And
so
all the way to Germany. Dad even gets a hug on the way by. Not bad.
Not bad.
So it's a timeout right now. 5-4, Linton-Stockton on top on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. You're watching a live stream production powered by Rader Media Sports. Your windows tinted by a professionally trained staff. English Off-Road near Bloomfield offers regular and ceramic window tinting for cars, trucks, equipment, and recreational vehicles. Call 812-384-5060 or check out their photos on Facebook today. Back once again, Miners with a 5-4 advantage. Rock Creek, however, getting ready to free throw line on the left side. Carson Smith, he'll take it to the cup. No dice. Rebound pulled out of there by the Miners, but then stripped away by Edwards. And there's Carson Smith with the alley-oop, and he makes it count. 4 for him.
I noticed
that's a second pass to Carson Daly, which I'm not sure has even been close to him. So that's Cripps passing.
I took notice of the Edwards kid in their first game this morning. He does a nice job rebounding, especially at 5'11". He pulled that one down and gave Rock Creek an additional possession there, and it turned into 2 points. It's always good to have a kid on your team that fights for those rebounds like that.
Yep, Carson Daly.
Connor Daly.
Connor Daly.
Now,
now it's going to.
Yeah, it's muscle memory now.
Getting ready to.
These kids probably don't know who Carson Daly is.
With the ball on the left-hand side now is number 2, Rashad Smith in the lane. He loses the ball temporarily, hands it off to Carson Smith. Shot up, no good.
Oh.
A player decked there. I'm not sure. You're going to call a foul there. Is it going to be on Gage Sullivan?
Yep.
His first. And so Rock Creek will inbound again. 3:42 remaining, or 3:39 remaining here in this first quarter of play on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. They get the inbound. Rashad Smith trying to go inside to Martin. It tipped away defensively. Minor ball.
Good job by Gage Sullivan to wrap around that offensive player and poke that out.
Oliver likes the 3, pulls up, in and out, no good. Tip. Goodman tries to come away with it. He will not. Rock Creek with the possession. Rashad Smith across the timeline on the right side. Tries a little shake and bake in the lane and then travels. But nothing was called there, and they get it back out to him now on the left wing. Looks like he was looking at Edwards, but now can't get the ball. Out, gets it to Martin. Carson Smith off the glass. He is having a lot of success driving to the hoop. Connor Daly on Edward. Shot up and good. I heard a whistle. So Connor will get the hoop and step up to the Bob Walters Linton Motors free throw line.
Looks like they called a blocking foul there on the shot, so we're going to get an and one.
First free throw of the ball game. And it's perfect. 5 in the game for Connor. Coming across, Reuben Goodman knocks the ball away. Jonah Martin was standing there just waiting for the pass, coach, and the Miners took a break on the ball.
We've flip-flopped between the man and the 1-3-1. Last time down we were in man. Now we came 1-3-1. You could tell it threw Rock Creek off a little bit.
Carson Smith gets it over in the left-hand corner to Noah Martin. Martin out on top to Smith. Rashad Smith. Now they try to go inside, and boy, no chance there. Noah Martin was triple teamed there. Goodman will take it. Reuben cans the tray. The second three-pointer, a Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. Gives the Miners an 11-8 advantage. Edwards with the ball on the left wing. Wants to go out on top, and it's picked off. Noah Martin. Oliver can't get it to count. Coach, that's the second time where you've seen it where they throw the ball to Martin, but he doesn't meet the ball at all, and the Miners have been able to break on that pass.
And I think that length and athleticism, there we go, spit it out finally. That's where it kind of shines, especially in that zone. You got to find passing lanes, and with the length, especially right now with Gage and Connor and Paul and Reuben, that's a Reuben's not small at 6'2", and he's the smallest of those four, and that makes it tough on the offense. You've got to really extend that zone to open those lanes up. The time before that, 2 possessions ago, Rock Creek did a nice job and got a good look. They got underneath Gage in the zone, and they weren't able to convert, but see how they react to it this time down the court.
Open man underneath. They're going to be Gage Sullivan called for the push.
Momentum. He's coming down to help with Reuben out on the corner on that possession in the zone. He's got to cover a lot of ground. So that middle person, Gage, he's got to come down and help there, and his momentum just carried him through that.
He's going to the bench now. Caden White, number 44, the junior, has stepped in. He's a good 6'4", 6'5". There's a steal. by Caden White. Gets it, takes it right to the rim, and boy, it's nice to be as physical that even when somebody tries to defend you, they just bounce off you.
Yeah, he did a really nice job of getting his body between the defender and the ball and found a way to get in between the defender and the basket still. So
Carson Smith feeds off underneath. No dice there. They go to Rashad Smith. Now Carson. Again, he'll take it to the cup. This time 3 Miners are there for the rebound. Reuben Goodman comes up with it.
Nice job pulling that out. We didn't have numbers.
Reuben to Daly. He has the ball knocked away from him. They're going to say it will stay with the Miners. Great defensive play by Rashad Smith to knock that ball away from Connor.
A little surprised Connor didn't take the 3 there, but fortunately off the deflection, Linton keeps possession.
Reuben Goodman to trigger the inbounds here from the side. Jackson Miller, Daly, pivots, Caden White. Wow. Another Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer, his second of the game. He has now 8 points in the contest.
Pretty shot.
Boy, nothing but net. Tries to pass it underneath. Reuben Goodman intercepts.
Nice
Caden White
off
and running the floor, and he's rewarded. Great feed by Jackson Miller on the assist.
A fantastic pass by Miller there.
Watch it again here in the Greene County Vision Center. There's the finish.
He almost took that NBA step on the layup, though. I was a little worried he's going to get called for it.
Shot on the way, no good. Miners come up with it. Jackson Miller, the outlet, to Paul Oliver. Paul hooks back to Caden White. He takes it up and is fouled by number 20, Jonah Martin. He'll get a pair. Boy, Caden White is just, I said it earlier when you watched him in the first game today, you can see him getting more comfortable every time he takes the floor.
Well, I think top to bottom, all of them they're getting more comfortable. It's, that's one of the beautiful things about high school sports is it's a different group of kids every year. You got to build your team again. You got to find the roles and responsibilities, and once the kids start really accepting those and working together as a unit, it gets really fun to watch.
He hits his second at the Bob Walters Linton Motors free throw line, so he's 1 of 2 from there. It gives him now 3, 6, 8, 10, 11, and the Miners to lead 21-8 with under 10 seconds to play here in this first quarter. It's been all Miners. Oliver tries to take the ball away from Edwards. There's a last-second shot by Rock Creek to no avail, and it ends in the end of the first quarter. The Linton-Stockton Miners 21 and Rock Creek Academy 8.
We're going to take this opportunity to feature some of our sponsors, starting with Don't Let Winter Slow Your Move. From snow-covered fields to bustling main streets, Corey Motter knows Greene County inside and out and gets results year-round. With grit, experience, and a drive to find your perfect property, close it with Corey and get the job done.
The Deer on the move, and winter's officially here. If you need a lift, Skinner's Towing as you covered. Reliable, fast, friendly people you can depend on 24/7. Call 812-699-0743 for locally owned and affordable service. Are you looking for high-speed internet? Give Mike Morin a call at Midwest Satellite. He offers T-Mobile high-speed internet for $60 a month with debit auto pay. Call Midwest Satellite at 812-847-8848. As they always say, call Mike. He'll treat you right.
Quick reminder that this second quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, your key to the very best. We are having some people say that they can't hear us. We have some people say that they can hear us loud and clear. So if you probably need to reboot your computer, TV, tablet, or phone.
Well, it's too bad because if they can't hear us, they can't hear you say that. But
we have complete audio here on our end. So.
And you have some people hearing us, so we know it's getting out there. Edwards with the ball on the inbound pass for Rock Creek. Ball tipped away by Gage Sullivan. He tries to run it down. Edwards beats him to it. We're coming the other way.
He did a nice job of reading that.
Oh.
Yeah. Edwards got that forearm out into Goodman. until he's kind of losing balance. I think he didn't really have much of another choice. He was trying to slow down, change direction. Nice to see him get picked up by Linton Minor off the floor too.
Reuben Goodman across the half-court line. Hands it off to Jake Rose. Keep waiting for Jake to catch fire. Reuben Goodman with the ball on the left wing. Spins to his left. Caden White up top. Kingston Crane with the ball. Out on top. Nice pass into White. Kicks it out to Goodman. To his left. Ball nestled in there temporarily and then popped out. Rock Creek coming the other way. Carson Smith wants to drive in there. He'll not get the hoop, but he will go to the line.
He's got a quick first step there. Looks like with Miller off the floor right now, Reuben's going to have that assignment. That's a task to stay in front of a guy that's that quick.
Carson's first free throw at the Bob Walters Linton Motors free throw line is no good. He'll get another one. Checking back in the game now is Noah Martin was going to check in, but now he goes back out. We'll wait and see. He may be coming in for Carson. Second free throw on the way, and that one rims around and falls. So he's 1 of 2 at the Bob Walters Linton Motors free throw line. So the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard has the Miners on top, 21-9. We have a new player checking in. Number 14, Joseph Elliott, has checked in. Caden White with it on the right side to Gage Sullivan. Gage trying to use all of his 6'6" frame and no dice, but the tray by Caden White. A Walton Funeral Service third tray of the half.
I think we're going to have to keep this game film away from some of the teams we're going to play here in the near future if White's going to be hitting shots like that.
14 for Caden. Boy, what an added additional threat for the Miners. Sullivan trying for the steal. No dice. Now they knock the ball away, and Elliott regains possession. Cross court, trying to pass it to Jonah Martin. He can't control it. Carson Smith is coming right back in. Jonah Martin going out.
Rock Creek coach was drawing some stuff up for Smith on the sideline to make sure he had a good understanding of how he wanted to probably attack the Linton defense back into that 1-3-1.
Caden, hook pass. Jake, shot no good. Reuben tries to tip the rebound, can't. Edwards comes down with it for Rock Creek. Passes ahead to Carson Smith. Left side, Noah Martin puts up a tray of his own, no dice. So they've saved into Edwards, and he gets the easy bunny. First 2 for Edwards. Shot up no good by Sullivan. And the rebound by his defender, Noah Martin. He walks it across the timeline, gives it to Carson Smith. Smith is the man to watch here for Rock Creek. Reuben Goodman trying to stay with him. Gage Sullivan there, cuts him off, and the loose ball is corralled by White. Miners coming the other way. Jake Rose spins out of the baseline to the top of the key. Reuben Goodman. Back to Jake. He'll pull the trigger. Looked like it was going to fall, but no. Carson Smith with the rebound.
That was 2 good looks by Jake.
Boy, did he step on the end line when he came back down with that, Coach?
Yep. Crane put a little bit of pressure on him. He wasn't quite expecting it, especially in that position underneath the basket. He just, in his pivot, got a little bit out of control and stepped out.
So good play by Kingston Crane. Caden White with the ball on the left wing. Wants to go underneath to Gage Sullivan. Errant pass. We're coming the other way.
Yeah, that little effort by Crane, that's something that'll never appear in a box score, but coaches notice things like that.
Carson Smith with it out on top. Reuben comes out to greet him. Getting it over on the right side. I thought it was Noah Martin. It was actually Jonah Martin. He throws a pass to the right wing, intended for Carson Smith, and it goes directly into the stands. Okay, a host of substitutes coming in. Crane, Sullivan, and White are out. So right now we have, Reuben Goodman with the ball. His jumper, right side, no good. Connor Daly with the follow. Is that an and one? Oh, for a minute I thought I heard you say it was a travel call.
No,
Coach.
I said that was a nice job. I just kind of mumbled. I like to not enunciate sometimes. That was a good job by Connor getting that rebound and staying patient with the shot fake.
Jake Rose, Paul Oliver, Jackson Miller, and Ruben Goodman, they miss on the free throw. Daly comes up with the rebound and tries to kick it out to Jackson Miller. I will say the passing not as crisp so far in the game 2 today.
No.
There have been at least 3 or 4.
That'll probably be addressed
passes.
at halftime, too, I'm sure, by the coaching staff. But.
Now the Miners have a 26-11 advantage on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, so there's not a lot to complain about. Ruben Goodman tips that ball away. He'll go coast to coast. No go. The follow no go. Daly with the rim runner. Didn't fall for him. Noah Martin kicks it out. Long three-point jumper is good by Jamarcus Hamilton.
I'd like to see us come down and get a nice long possession here. Work the ball.
It's the first Walton Funeral Service three-pointer.
That works too.
For Rock Creek, and Paul Oliver takes it to the cup and gets the hoop and the foul. He will go to the Bob Walters Linton Motor free throw line.
Those last 2 possessions for the Miners just a little out of control and didn't result in points, but Paul did a nice job. He had an open look and
recognized the pass to the hoop.
Yeah,
and he took it.
If you're going to get that kind of a look, you got to just go ahead and take it in there.
He's 2 for 2. Make it 3 for 3 from the Bob Walters Linton Motors free throw line. So he has 5 here in this first half of play. We're in period number 1. Just about 3:50. Nice pass underneath.
Good weak side cut there.
Yep, Noah Martin gets the bunny thanks to the great feed and a good movement without the basketball. You'll see it here on the Greene County Vision Center instant replay right there. Here the Miners come up with an errant shot. Rock Creek coming the other way. 29-16, Miners by 13. Little shake and bake by Rashad Smith. Shot up no good. We got a man all alone on the other end. Ruben Goodman with the fake and the bunny.
Great pass there by Jake Rose. Good job on the outlet. Running the floor by Ruben.
5 points now for him. Timeout is called by Rock Creek. Just over 3 minutes to play. It's 31-16 in this first half. And you're watching this live stream production powered by Rader Media Sports.
Since 1954, Bob Walters Linton Motors has been providing quality vehicles to the community, but they also offer a full-service department ready to assist you when time is of the essence. So don't drive out of town for quality professional service. Give them a call at 812-512-9857 today.
Crane Credit Union supports area schools and wants to encourage students to do their very best with youth and teen accounts. They can earn $5 for every A on their semester report cards. For more information, visit your local Crane Credit Union branch or find out more at cranecu.org.
Looking for quality firewood you could pick up or have delivered? How about DNR-approved firewood for your camper? Contact CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service, who has been locally owned for over 30 years. They also specialize in land clearing, development, tree removal, and stump grinding. So keep warm this winter by calling Chelsea, Brett, and Blake at 812-847-7221.
Mayor Preble, the City of Linton, encourages you to visit and bookmark the City of Linton website as a valuable resource for upcoming meetings, events, and availability to pay your bill online. See local resources throughout Linton. Visit www.cityoflinton.in.gov.
And the cold weather is here, so watch out for the ice. Make sure your vehicle is protected now before the ice continues. Call Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance to melt your worries away.
Rock Creek to inbound the ball. 3 minutes to play in this first half. Miners with a 31-16 advantage on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Feed inside, Noah Martin spins and catches in off the glass. 6 points for Noah. Oliver is fouled before any attempt of a shot. He didn't really attempt a shot. He just tried to position himself.
Looks like Linton's trying to take advantage of that that size and speed and really push tempo on the outlet passes, and it's putting a lot of pressure on that Rock Creek defense to get back and get back under control, and you know, it's either a foul or a bucket, and you kind of got to choose there. So
Reuben Goodman goes out. Caden White has come back in. Oliver with the ball underneath. Scissors between two defenders. Can't get it to fall. Tries to pull it down. Instead hits the floor. May have got poked in the eye, but he's coming back the other way. Shot in the air. No good. Rebound pulled down by Rock Creek. Now Caden White rips it out. He has it stripped from him by Hamilton. That shot no good, but he'll be going to the free throw line. Jamarcus Hamilton, a little hustle play underneath the boards there, is competing with the big boys. Paul Oliver and Caden White, and he held his own, and he's now standing at the Bob Walters Linton Motors free throw line for Pierre. He missed the first one. They are 0 for 2 from the free. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They made one. They're 1 of 3 now. Second one, in and out, no good. Caden White with a rebound. Gets it back to Paul. Now to the point guard, Jackson Miller. Jake out on top, White. Oliver spins.
great pass
To Daly.
That's excellent job of positioning, running through the set.
Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. Let's watch it again here.
Forcing that double team down low, and a good job of keeping eyes up and looking for a teammate for an open look.
Greene County Vision Center instant replay back to live. Miners steal the ball. Jake Rose with the pass. Kind of caught Daly.
Not how they drew it up.
No, it didn't quite work out the way they might have hoped. But
That was good.
Carson
good
Smith
there.
with the ball on the left wing.
Ooh.
Shot right side, no good. Foul call. Looks like it'll be on Jake Rose.
Yeah, just got up underneath Carson Smith there a little bit on the three-point shot, and he came down and landed on Jake's foot. I was just glad neither of them got hurt. Those ones scare me.
So Carson's free throw up and good. At the Bob Walters Linton Motors free throw line. He is now 2 of 3 from the line.
We're shooting three, boys.
Miss. Oh.
You can tell they don't see that too often. They were ready, though.
Yep, tipping the ball around. That one is good. He is now 3 of 5 from the line. Jackson Miller with the left hand. Jake Rose, jumper, no good. Rebound is out of there by Carson Smith. Want to go inside to Elliott. Turnaround jumper off the glass. Nice shot.
He looked pretty comfortable in the paint there for 5'11". Seemed pretty comfortable with that shot. Good
He
look.
sure did. It was a good look. Caden White with it on the left. Miners still with a 12-point advantage, but we're down to just about 45 seconds clock running in this first half. There's a reach, which is
Got a
no,
timeout.
call a timeout.
Yep.
I thought they were going to call a foul because it looked like one on Jamarcus Hamilton, but no. Timeout for the Miners. They'll talk about how to work the last shot, 34-22 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard.
Come home to quality with Brock Anderson Construction. Call him at 812-798-5583 for all of your construction needs. And scoot on around and get this holiday deal now through the end of December. For every $25 in gift card purchases, the guest receives a $5 bonus. It's a perfect deal to spread holiday cheer. Scooter's Coffee, amazing drinks, amazing people, and amazingly fast.
Choose Power Orthodontics, the only orthodontist in Greene County. They offer braces for all ages. Kids age 7 to 11 can join the club for free exams and discounts. Visit Lyons or Terre Haute's location. Book online at powersortho.net or call 812-659-9100. Jake Rose to trigger the inbound. Does so to Connor Daly. Connor backs it off. Having a little trouble. There's throwing an errant pass. It's picked off. We're coming the other way. Rashad Smith gets it inside to Noah Martin, but it's picked off. Get it up to Paul Oliver. Jake Rose. No dice. Caden White kicks it out. Daly in the lane, off the glass, and rims it around and home. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12 for Daly, and we are at intermission. At halftime, it's 36-22. The Miners leading Rock Creek Academy on the Linton Cycles Sales scoreboard. You're watching this live stream production powered by Rader Media Sports.
We want to remind you that this halftime show is brought to you by Kingdom Air, your trusted source for heating, plumbing, electrical, generators, and more. Your home is your castle, so keep it comfortable with Kingdom Air. We'll be back in just a moment. This is a live stream production powered by Rader Media Sports.
Before and after renovation reveals are all the rage these days, and no one knows that better than Brock Anderson at Brock Anderson Construction. Whether it's painting, roofing, drywall, trim, electrical, or an overall remodel, Brock's before and after reveal will have you striving to come home to quality. With over 25 years experience in the construction field, call Brock Anderson Construction at 812-798-5583 for your home repair and building need. And as he always says, go Miners.
Finding the best coverage for your home, auto, life, and business isn't always a walk in the park. I'm Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agent. Whether you're buying your first car or starting your own business, finding the right coverage can be a challenge. With great companies like Auto Owners Insurance, I can find the appropriate coverages so that you and your family can be better protected. Come see me, Audrey Sparks, to discuss what coverages are right for you, or give me a call at 812-847-4798.
Linton Sporting Goods has an over 20-year tradition of offering Hoosiers the best in sports equipment and apparel. They feature Wilson, Demarini, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, and much more. Get ready for any sports season by shopping at Linton Sporting Goods on Highway 54. Where the winners shop. If you're looking for a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, why look any further than Bob Walters Linton Motors? They've been serving Linton since 1954 with a wide variety of vehicles for a wide variety of budgets. Bob Walters also offers a full-service department with ASE-trained technicians who are standing by to fix any potential problem. Why pay big city prices when Bob Walters offers local sales and service for less? Visit the dealer you can depend on. Bob Walters Linton Motors at bobwalterscars.com. The next time you need a lift, call Skinner's Towing. They're locally owned and operated since 2012. If you are ever in an accident or breakdown and unsure who to call, request Skinner's Towing at 812-699-0743 for fast, friendly, and affordable towing. No matter the vehicle, no matter the situation, no matter the climate, no matter the time. Skinner's Towing, the people you can depend on 24/7. Welcome back to the Kingdom Air halftime show. The Miners with the advantage of 36-22 at the intermission. Looking at the scoring, first of all, for Rock Creek. Rashad Smith played, failed to score. Jamarcus Hamilton came off the bench with one tray and 0 for 2 from the free throw line for 3 points. Shane Edwards with 4 points, 2 shots from the field. Joseph Elliott played, failed to score, as did Jonah Martin. Carson Smith with 9 points. He leads the way for Rock Creek tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 free throws, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, and 3 hoops from the field. Noah Martin with 6, 3 hoops from the field. And they are 3 of 7 from the free throw line as a team. You go in scoring by quarters. You've got 8 for Rock Creek, 20 at the end of 1, 22 at intermission. The Miners 21 after 1, and 36 at the intermission. Before we do Linton scoring, Line-X spray and bed liners and undercoating now offered in addition to lips, wheels, tires, emergency lighting, and more at English Off-Road. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle accessories. Visit them on Facebook today. And looking for handmade over-the-collar bandanas for your furry friend? Bandanas by Brenna as a gift for your special pet in many and every and holiday fabrics. Make sure your furry family members dressed for any season by finding them on Facebook today. Scoring for Linton, again, as we said, 36 points at the intermission. Jackson Miller failed to score. Same with Jake Rose. Paul Oliver with 5 points, coming from 1 shot from the field and 3 free throws. Connor Daly with 12 points. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 hoops from the field, along with 1 tray and 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 12. Reuben Goodman with a tray of his own and 1 2-pointer for 5. Gage Sullivan failed to score. Caden White, 1, 2, 3 3-pointers, 2 hoops, 2-point hoops, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line to lead all scorers with 14. So that's the way it stacks up scoring-wise at the intermission. Coach, did you ever think we'd watch Linton and you wouldn't necessarily have to be totally dependent? Not totally dependent, but you could have Paul Oliver with 5 points and still be comfortable with it?
Yeah. There's a lot of depth there.
There really is this year now.
We've talked a couple times about how that depth, any guy can come out and lead the team in scoring. Morning game, we saw 3 or 4 of them with 10 points and or at least double figures and good balanced effort. And I could see us coming out and try to change up looks, take advantage of some mismatches. They may be looking at Caden White saying, "Hey, we've got to double this guy. We've got to play him. We've got to play further out on him, take that 3-pointer away from him," and that's just going to open things for somebody else. So I would expect Coach Britton to have a good counter in the chess match between the coaches, and I could see somebody else this second half, different player scoring 12 or 13 points.
I have not
really changing the look.
I have not kept track of turnovers, though, and I'd say if there's one negative for the Miners in this one, they've left a lot of points on the floor with turnovers.
Yeah, I'd agree. We've thrown a couple errant passes, 3 or 4 errant passes where we've had pretty open looks, and we've just tried to force it. So, kind of minimize those and move forward.
Speaking of balance, we want to check in on YouTube, and Stephen Janet Wade says, "Go Miners." Speaking of balance, Chris Pruitt says, "Linton's balance is impressive with so many weapons." Diane Schnabel says, "Go Miners." And then checking over to YouTube, Sharon Edwards, Kingston Crane's grandma, is watching from home in Linton. She says her mother and family were from Robinson, Illinois, and spent time there every summer for many, many years, and wants to say Go Miners. And we also want to say hello to Kenneth Clements, who's watching from snowy Plainfield, Indiana. So if you have the opportunity to head over to our Facebook page or our YouTube, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a possible shout-out in today's broadcast. Kevin?
You look at this, like, say, Jackson Miller is coming into this game is averaging 11. He's not scored, and yet, he's played well. It's just that he hasn't scored. Paul Oliver's averaging 17. He has 5 so far. Connor Daly with 21 on the average. He's got 12. Caden White has exceeded his. He averages about 5 a night. He has 14, and we're just at intermission. So that's a little bit about what you were talking about, Coach, with Caden White.
Yeah, I think especially like you take a guy like Jackson Miller, who's been expected to score more in the past. He can kind of settle more into a true point guard role and really facilitate the offense. And but it doesn't matter who's on the floor. You got to account for all 5 offensively, and that just puts a ton of pressure on that defense and allows that balance for Linton. And
I apologize.
It's a luxury.
Kingston Crane failed to score, and I did not mention that because he made some plays, Coach, that you noticed.
He made that play down there under Rock Creek's or under the basket in the backcourt and forced a turnover on just a little bit of hustle out of the rebound, and everybody thinks about, you compete for playing time with your teammates, and, you really do, and you want to do your thing to find more playing time, but you got to do your thing to help the team any way you can. And, that play by Kingston's a good example of that. Jackson being more of a facilitator this year rather than maybe a scorer as he has in the past. That's a good. It's awesome to have that much depth and that much balance, and it has its own headaches, but it's a luxury.
So far the Miners have played 8 of the men on their roster. The only 2 that are on the bench that have not played so far, Owen Smith and Drake Netherland. I saw Cooper earlier. He's there on the bench, but he's not going to be playing tonight.
Yeah, he's closing in on being 100% again. I know Coach doesn't want to rush anything there. Obviously, anytime you've got an injury or anything like that, you don't want to force it, especially, with the depth. Cooper's a smart kid. He's athletic, strong. He's done a great job in the weight room to improve his body, and he's being patient, which is hard for a teenage kid and stuff like that sometimes.
We do want to remind you that this third quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton.
Looks like we've got the same starters for both teams. It'll be Smith, Edwards, Martin, Jonah Martin, Carson Smith, Noah Martin for Rock Creek, and for the Miners, it'll be Jackson Miller, Paul Oliver, Connor Daly, Caden White, who has the ball right now, and Reuben Goodman. Caden drives, muscles his shot up. No go, but what'd they call?
Got 24 on the body, I believe. A little bit of a contact foul. I think that's going to be his third, too. It looks like
I was just going to say, Caden, by taking it to the hoop, is starting to accumulate for the other team some fouls. That first free throw rims away.
Oh, that's his 4th foul, so that's going to be a problem for Rock Creek. That's a lot of size walking off the floor there. It's a 6'5" senior. Yeah. So
Caden missed both of them. Daly comes up with the rebound. Kick it out. Oliver. Paul sees an open path, but feeds off to Caden White, breaking to the hoop. Shot up, no good. We're coming the other way. Boy, Miners left 4 points on the floor in that transition. Carson Smith spins and cashes in. 11 for Carson. Smooth as silk. No look pass underneath to Caden White. Shot up, no good. Coming the other way. Boy, those are point blank. They're right there. Shot in the air. 3-pointer. Good by Jonah Martin. It's his first points of the night, and it's a Walton Funeral Service 3-pointer. So it's a 9-point game. Miners having a little trouble getting some footing here in this second half. Reuben Goodman with the rebound. Caden White, Oliver. Whip it around the perimeter. Ooh. Jackson Miller takes it inside, gets decked, but Caden White cleans it up.
It was a good cut by Caden. Miller drew a double or almost a triple team really on that drive, and Caden saw an opportunity to make a drive and get an easy bucket.
Shot in the air by Rashad Smith, no good. Edwards with the rebound, shot no good. Now Reuben Goodman with the ball.
The air in the gym feels a little bit different this half. Just seems a little bit slower, a little bit less energy.
Boy, what a move to the cup by Daly. Connor Daly with his 14th point of the night. Some sweet moves on that one. Edwards in the lane and kicks it back out.
Great job by Miller cutting into that passing lane.
Oh, I tried it behind the back to Caden White.
He thought he had more numbers than that.
Shot right side. Jackson Miller with the rebound.
Settle it down and run a set play here.
Oliver underneath to Daly.
Great cut by Connor and Paul
16.
With that quarterback vision. Did a nice job of getting it to the
Paul's got
cutter.
A number of assists tonight.
That playing quarterback, he's got to be able to see, which wide receiver's open. Nice hustle play there.
Look at that hustle there by Oliver.
But it translates well to the basketball floor.
Daly with another tap.
Oh.
That time they try to go to the cup. Carson Smith was just having all kinds of difficulty. Usually when he moves to the hoop, it's smooth as silk, but that time he was bouncing around like a pinball in a pinball machine. And you can tell it's taking its toll on him a little bit at the line.
He's a little smaller than Caden and Ruben. He's going to bounce off them pretty hard, but he's not afraid to get down in there and make his presence known. So he's definitely a fun player to watch.
Goodman out, Caden White out. Jake Rose has come back in, and Gage Sullivan has come back in. Second free throw by Carson Smith is good again. He hit both of them at the Bob Walters Linton Motors free throw line. Gage Sullivan runs into traffic. Paul Oliver will bring it out. Jackson Miller back to Oliver. Ooh, no-look pass to Daly, and he couldn't corral it.
A little hot. That's a tough ball to catch.
Turnover there for the Miners, leading now by 13, 42-29. We're in the third quarter. Shot on the left side, just a simple set shot for Jonah Martin, and he cashes in. That's his second Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. Jake Rose with a bunny on the nice assist.
Great choice by Gage Sullivan. He drew the defenders on. They doubled down on him and gave him a nice little wraparound pass to Jake Rose for the open bunny.
Try to go underneath. Gage Sullivan knocks it away. Daly, the sweet step. 6:18 for Connor.
Nice little job of just positioning his body in between the defender and the goal.
Carson Smith, jumper, top of the key, good. Actually at the free throw line. 15 for him. They go into Oliver. He lost. I don't think he found the ball there at all.
Just kind of trickled through his legs.
Carson Smith handing it off. Jonah Martin tries to go to his.
Might be a little showtime here.
Oliver drops it down.
I think he's a little tired.
Yeah, I think he is too.
Didn't quite have the legs there.
7 for Oliver, and a great steal. You see it there, and there's another jumper. Who made that one? Is that Edwards? I'm going to give it to Edwards, but that Greene County Vision Center replay of Paul Oliver. And now Carson Smith trying to get it off Paul. Can't.
Just got it off his foot, I believe, there.
You know, one thing you do like to see is, for the most part anyway, so far this year, the Miners do not take their foot off the accelerator. No matter who's in the game.
Oh, when you got
there's an over and back. Nobody touched it.
Yeah, when you got that depth, you can run a little faster. You can push the tempo on offense. You can play some different defenses that are a little bit more involved. So that's a tool that we can certainly utilize all year long. And you can see some of the Rock Creek guys, they're getting tired, and especially with the Martin kid on the bench with 4 fouls. If we keep pushing that tempo, that could make us get this game a little more out of hand for Rock Creek to come back.
Oliver with his shot. They whistle the foul. Carson Smith, or no, not Carson Smith, but Jonah Martin. I don't know if that's who it was on, but he threw his arms up in the air like
they gave it to number 4, Jamarcus Hamilton.
All right.
His 3rd foul.
Oliver going back to the Bob Walters Linton free throw line. Boy, he has been automatic there tonight, hasn't he? We'll see if I jinx him here.
I'm not going to talk about
That's
it.
4 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got 1 more. He now has 8 points in the contest. Gunning here, obviously, for 9. And he doesn't get it, but Gage Sullivan does a lot of board work there. They're going to reward him. Give him the ball back. Gage wanted to take it in, but instead he's bumped in the foul by number 14, Joseph Elliott.
I think it's going to be on 22.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
That's Carson Smith.
Yep, his first. Especially for as involved as he is, getting this far into the game, pick up your first foul. It's pretty telling of how well he controls his body through all that work.
Daly. Edwards comes out to meet him. Left side. Caden White kicks it back out to Jackson Miller, takes it in the lane, throws it to Carson Daly, can't control it. Connor Daly can't control it.
You're watching 1990s MTV.
Actually, no, Indianapolis 500, where it comes from my years there. And I got to shake that.
Oh.
Ball goes out of bounds.
It's going to stick with Rock Creek there. A little 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
Between Connor and 14. That's Joseph Elliott going up for that ball.
Edwards to inbound. (49-36). Nice double team. Will they get the jump ball? No, they get the timeout. Rock Creek calls a timeout with 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this third quarter. 49-36 Miners on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. You're watching live stream production powered by Rader Media Sports.
Heritage Lumber and Supply now offers Rosetta Stone products. Rosetta Stone comes in 2 distinct panelized profiles, a lead stone and tight cut. Backed with decades of experience in the manufactured stone industry, Rosetta Stone is the only siding to master the true look of hand-laid stone walls with panels that offer virtually undetectable joints. It's easy maintenance and offers a 50-year warranty. Stop by the office and call Heritage Lumber Supply at 812-798-1178 today.
Need a hand with your next big project? Call Hall's Excavating for all types of excavating. Family-owned, local folks you can trust to get the job done right. The Grill is open 7 days a week with a large menu featuring daily specials, dine-in or carry-out favorites, breakfast, lunch, or dinner located in downtown Linton. Remember, this family-owned business also has gift certificates available for the holiday season. Violet and Company love assisting each of you in all of life's special moments, especially as locally owned floral shop, 69 North Main Street in downtown Linton. Contact 812-847-3208 to purchase your arrangement for any special occasion or stop in for the perfect gift. They encourage you to live life in full bloom. We're back live. Right now, a little frustration starting to build for Carson Smith, who wants to get something done here, and he tries to get rid of the ball, and it goes out of bounds. They'll say it'll stay with Rock Creek. Nope. Now did they change it?
Carson Smith made a face there. He doesn't agree with the call. He thinks it should be a Linton ball. Looks like we got that.
He clearly doesn't think it should be Linton ball, does he?
Well, he knew it came off him. He kind of smiled there when it was originally going to be their ball.
Oh,
again.
I see.
And he didn't argue the call either after it got overturned.
No, he didn't. Caden White with the right baseline jumper, good. I think that's a 2.
Yep, that was a good look there, especially there. He had a string of missed free throws and a couple missed bunnies. Good to see him.
18 for Caden.
Mid-range jumper to go down.
There's an errant ball going out of bounds, thrown by Joseph Elliott. Rashad Smith getting ready to check back in. Elliott now has gone out. Reuben Goodman will walk the ball up. Daly on the left. Gage Sullivan wide open, pulls the trigger. No. Rebound pulled out of there by Shane Edwards. Coming the other way. There's a tray on the way on this side. No good. Reuben Goodman with the rebound. Miners have numbers. Daly off the glass.
Great job of positioning the defense there before we made a pass and get a clean look at the basket for a good layup.
Daly with now 18, I believe, in the game. No, I'm sorry, 20.
Yeah, he and Caden have done a nice job being a 1-2 combo, keeping that Rock Creek defense guessing as far as who's going to be taking the shot.
Shane Edwards wants to take it in. He does, but he can't get anything done with it. Gage Sullivan coming down on the break, feeds into the left side to Jake Rose, fakes back to Reuben Goodman. He will not pull the trigger. He'll look inside.
It's a nice job by Rock Creek getting back on defense and forcing the ball to get kicked out.
Daly, I don't know if he's trying to draw the foul there, but no dice on the layup.
Seemed like all 10 guys were waiting for a foul to get called on that one.
Rock Creek with it out on top. Carson Smith backs it on. Now stops for a jumper. You don't see that very often from him. Reuben Goodman comes up with the basketball. How, I don't know. Shot right at the buzzer at back of the rim from half court. Wow. 53-36 is our score at the end of 3 quarters. Miners with the edge on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard.
This is a live stream production powered by Rader Media Sports. We'll be back in just a moment.
Locally owned for over 30 years, CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service specializes in land clearing and development, including residential tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, vegetation control, compost, seasoned firewood, and quality hardwood mulches. If it's an outside job, call CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service at 812-847-7221. Let your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Jathan Wright, help you think about insurance. Stop by his office, submit your information online, or give him a call, 812-798-2615. And Tyson Dunn of Hunley Real Estate makes real estate shopping easy, making plays, closing strong, and no overtime needs. He'll help you get that transaction done buzzer fast. Call him at 812-798-5502 to get the job done right.
Quick reminder, this fourth and final quarter is sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, your key to the very best.
So Rock Creek with the basketball. Carson Smith, you can sense a little frustration starting to build with Carson, I think. Feeds it over on the left side. An attempted shot in the lane, no dice, stolen away by Paul Oliver. To Caden White. Caden to the glass. Smooth.
Size mismatch. He just went ahead and went physical with it and took Edwards into the paint.
20 for White. With it out on top on the left side, Carson Smith goes into the lane, tries to put up a shot, partially blocked by Goodman. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Rock Creek. You sense that they're running out of steam a little bit.
You can tell they're tired, especially with one of their starters on the bench with 4 fouls. That starts wearing on you physically, mentally, emotionally. You can tell that they're a little bit tired. They've both played a game already today. Linton had a longer break.
5 seconds.
It's adding up. That's for sure.
They could not get the ball in. The coach for Rock Creek seems a little exasperated at the moment, but I'm not quite sure why, unless it's at his own team for not getting it in.
It is. This is a brutal day for most basketball teams. Don't play more than one game in a day.
Oliver off the glass.
Until postseason. So it's not something you're used to. I think it's a good opportunity though for these guys to kind of experience a 2-game day and see what that's like. It's a good advantage when it comes to, I guess it's now the semi-state is finally when you play 2 games in a day. But
Kingston Crane is checked in. Caden White pulls down the rebound, looking for an outlet. They get it to Crane. He goes back over to a cutting Goodman to the hoop. Reuben Goodman on the Kingston Crane assist gets the bunny.
Good job.
Watch it here. I'm sorry, on the Greene County Vision Center.
Both those sophomores, yeah.
On the instant replay.
Greene County Vision Center instant replay.
Kingston had an opportunity to get himself a bucket and just made the selfless choice to pass it off to Reuben, who did a good job of running the floor.
Who was breaking to the hoop. Jamarcus Hamilton thinks he had fouled, pressed a little bit in there, but nothing was called. Oliver out on top. Caden White pulls the trigger on the tray. Short, no good. Rebound by Hamilton.
I'll tell you what, both teams look tired, to be honest with you. They're moving a little slower, getting back on defense, bringing the ball up a little bit slower.
Shane Edwards with the ball on the right wing. Kingston Crane is on him. Turnaround jumper, top of the free throw line, no good. Oliver with the rebound. To Caden White. Back to Oliver. Miller in the right wing. Out on top, Reuben Goodman. Boy, that was sweet.
That was pretty.
Reuben Goodman with his second tray of the game. Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. He now has 10. So we'll have to start counting, figuring out. There's at least 4 minors in double figures now. Carson Smith spins around. Foul call.
Kingston Crane there on the wrist.
Kingston, Reuben, and Caden all checking out. Jake Rose, Gage Sullivan, and Connor Daly all coming back in. Shane Edwards to trigger the inbounds. Let's see, going out is Rashad Smith. Coming back into the ball game is number 14, Joseph Elliott for Rock Creek. Inbound the ball. Boy, everything kind of goes through Carson Smith, doesn't it?
Yeah, he does a really good job.
It's a lot of pressure on one. There's a pass, in fact, too high. They save it to try to get it back in. They do. Nice job by Edwards. Elliott. The ball's out of bounds. Rock Creek will maintain possession. 4:16 remaining in this ball game. Miners with an impressive 62-36 advantage on Rock Creek. They get it in here to Joseph Elliott. Wants to go around Jake Rose. Carson Smith waves the man in the left corner. Jonah Martin out of there. Now he's going to get double teamed. Nope, just Daly.
Nice job of helping out on defense there by Jackson Miller.
Jake Rose on defense. Jumper up, no good. Oliver again with a lot of board work. Daly.
Good ball movement.
Corner, Jake Rose all alone. No. Oliver with the rebound. Kick it out to Daly. Jumper, Trey. A Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. 23 now for him.
A lot of good job there, but of just positioning and ball movement.
And unselfish.
Yeah, yep. That was good offensive possession.
Out of bounds.
And hustle, too. You know, Paul went in there and got the rebound off one of the early missed threes, and we got a second look at it.
Based on reports, Kevin, from home, we've had about 1.5 inches of snow fall since the beginning of this game.
Love it. I grew up in the northern part of the state, so I love the snow.
Reuben Goodman with it across half court. Gage Sullivan right to the cup. Jumper, yes.
Good job getting the defenders leave their feet, get a clean look at the basket.
First 2 in the game for Gage. Nice to see for him.
He's done a nice job this afternoon game.
Carson Smith is, I don't know, that was kind of a wild child shot there. Owen Smith's going to take that one and can it.
That's right into it.
First shot for Owen Smith, and it's a Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. 70-36 Miners. Wow. There's a nice move in there at the hoop by 24 Noah Martin. His shot was no good, but he was fouled. I believe Noah will be going to the free throw line. He's yet to score in this contest.
I want to say hello to Mike and Kathy Lee watching. Says, go Miners.
Shot up no good at the Bob Walters Linton free throw line. Can you believe it? I think the only player who has played and not scored. No, I'm sorry. Jackson Miller and Kingston Crane are the only 2 who have not scored for the Miners so far tonight. Second free throw, no good.
Done a nice job passing the ball, though.
They really have.
Setting up their teammates for those scoring opportunities.
Gage, short, pass, in there to Kingston Crane.
Right on cue.
That takes care of that. Yeah. 2 for Kingston. So now of all people, Jackson Miller.
I don't think we're going to see Miller the rest of the game, though. So
yeah,
he had a great great game out there running the point.
Sure did.
He had a tough assignment guarding Smith when he was on the defensive end. And,
Reuben Goodman on the break. Even numbers. Gets it over on the left side to Kingston. Crane, oh my gosh. A triple for Kingston Crane. A Walton Funeral Service three-pointer. He now has 5.
I think that just really shows you how deep this team truly is when Kingston usually a lot of JV minutes, not so many in the varsity games, but they're not afraid to pass him the ball, and he's definitely not afraid to shoot it.
Crane again on the break.
He just
7
went from
for him.
No points to 7 points.
Well, his teammates are looking for him, too. And same with Owen Smith to be able to can that three-pointer.
Yep.
We have some other substitutes getting ready to come in. But, Heather?
Fish Monuments is located at 289 A Street Northeast in Linton. Contact them to set up an appointment to design your special cemetery monument. Whether you're pre-planning or have experienced the death of a loved one, contact Fish Monuments at 812-236-3002.
Rock Creek with the basketball. Just running a little weave out on top. We're seeing more substitutions now coming in for Rock Creek.
Yeah, I think they've pretty well cleared their bench as well also, so it's good to see these guys. Yeah, 2.5-hour drive, get an opportunity to stretch their legs out a little bit. And
need to put one in the air.
Miner's doing a nice job on defense, though, making it difficult on them.
In the lane, shot off the glass, no good. Miners coming the other way. Owen Smith from the lead pass by Gage Sullivan. And Owen now has 5. Rock Creek with the basketball, trailing 79-36. There's a whistle for a foul. Team Ortho and Ankle Center is home to board-certified ankle surgeon Dr. Matthew Parmeter, more than 35 years experience treating patients from Southern Indiana. For more information, call Team Ortho, 812-847-3381. Our family caring for yours.
And we are at running clock.
Right corner, we're under 10 seconds now to play off the front of the rim. Rock Creek with the follow, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. If you're roof ready for the next storm, whether it's it's done. I thought the clock had stopped there when it went out of bounds, but no. So the final is 79-36. The Linton-Stockton Miners defeat Rock Creek. Rock Creek drops to 1-4, and the Miners up their record to 4-0.
We're going to be back in just a moment with the Tech Shack post-game show. We'll be back in just a moment. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
There's a new kind of tech store in town, and it's not playing by your old rules. Welcome to Tech Shack in Linton, America's newest technology store for hands-on tinkerers, off-grid thinkers, and everyday problem solvers. Need two-way radios? Got them. Electronic parts? Stop. Survival gear? Ready to roll. It's like Radio Shack on steroids. Tech Shack in Linton. This ain't your daddy's shack.
Welcome back to the Tech Shack post-game score show. And as Kevin and Scott prepare for Matt Britton to come up and join us, we're going to do a couple more sponsor advertisements. Is your roof ready for the next storm? Whether it's a leak, a replacement, or a brand new look, Bumpkin Valley Roofing has you covered. For 13 years, they've been the trusted name in residential and commercial roofing in Southern Indiana, offering membrane, shingles, and all-metal roofing. So call Coach Sierra Babcock to schedule your free estimate today, 812-227-0818. Also, life moves fast. Car rides, chaos, and cuddles, but protecting your family with life insurance, that's worth slowing down for. Call Alicia Cornelius and Sullivan at Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, because love plans ahead. 582-8941. Linton Sporting Goods is your local one-stop equipment shop for all things sports. They've been locally owned and operated in the family for over 40 years and are going to make sure you're ready for this holiday season. So stop by on Highway 54 or find them on Facebook today. And Marsh Madness Sandhill Crane Festival, brought to you by Friends of Goose Pond in partnership with Goose Pond Fish and Wildlife Area, invites you to their kickoff February 20th and all-day Saturday, February 21st, 2026 at Humphreys Park and Goose Pond Visitor Center. Visit friendsofgoosepond.org for more information. And we are pleased to be joined by Coach Matt Britton for post-game comments.
Get him a headset here, and we get this. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the Linton Classic. I'm cutting my own mic off instead of turning yours on. Congratulations on a successful Linton Classic, even though the weather maybe didn't cooperate.
Yeah, pretty pleased with the boys' just general effort, and played as a team both games today. Really liked how we were looking for teammates both games and finding guys that were open and sharing the ball and hustling, playing hard on the defensive end, working together. So, it's a step in the right direction. We're going to continue to work and try to get better, and big games ahead. Even next week with conference opener against Shakamak, and then a tough road game at South Knox on Saturday night.
I've noticed some, real nice, unselfish play, Coach.
Yeah, and
from your team. We've
been stressing that all fall, that if they will work together and play as a team, make the extra pass, not care necessarily who's scoring, but that we as a team are getting the best shot possible, that will be a hard team to defend. And teams that don't necessarily care who gets the credit have a pretty high ceiling when they work together just to try to win ball games.
You played 9 players, Coach, and 8 scored, and 4 kids in double figures. Those are great figures.
Yeah, a second game in a row here, 4 in double figures, and probably a couple more not too far behind.
Yes.
So if we can continue to grow and get better on the defensive end and have that kind of ball movement the way we did today, we'll be a good team.
71-18 in the first game, 79-36 in the second. Coach, any observations?
Oh, I kind of, with the whole team effort thing, we got to see a couple of the JV guys get in and get some playing time, get some contribution. I don't know if you could just kind of talk about a couple of those guys and really how important they are. They don't get the credit, but they're in there every day at practice. They're pushing the varsity guys. You really rely on them as a program in every sport. Just kind of highlight a couple of those guys and kind of talk about a little bit of their efforts.
That's a great point, Coach. 3 guys there in particular with Drake Netherland, Owen Smith, and Kingston Crane that, bring their lunch pail every day to practice. They've got to go against those varsity guys all day, every day, and they give us nothing but their best effort and great attitude. They're great teammates. All 3 of those boys just are really enjoyable to have on the team, and to get them in there and get them some decent minutes in the fourth quarter of 2 games today, I think they definitely earn that every day in practice. And then, we had a freshman we dressed today, Ivan Montgomery, that has earned it with his play in JV and C team and with his practice, that we told him this may not, this is a reward for effort, for giving great effort, and we let him have a uniform and get in there today. So kudos to Ivan as well. But great point, Coach. A lot of times those kids that maybe don't get a lot of the spotlight, but are there bringing it every day in practice, trying to make everybody better. Those kids are very, very valuable to our team, and I was glad we got to get them some run today. One
of the challenges of being a head coach when you have a wealth of talent, which you do, is trying to keep everybody a little bit happy. And for guys that maybe didn't play as well, Jake Rose only with 2 points today. Some of these guys that can give you more. How do you keep them not motivated, because they're motivated, keep them energized?
Well, it starts and ends with the word team for us. There's no I or we or I or me in team. These kids have got to put the team first in everything that they do. They know that great teams, every player has to sacrifice. And we still don't have Cooper. People are forgetting we don't have a senior who's who's extremely experienced and a great asset for our team. We get him back and get him healthy and in the fold. He's another player that is versatile, can defend, rebound, play multiple positions, defend multiple positions. It gives us even more depth to be able to play the way we want to play, which is physical and fast, and use that depth and athleticism and strength to our advantage.
Let me go through a couple of these, though. Connor Daly, 23. Caden White with 20. He was impressive. Reuben Goodman with 10. Paul Oliver with 10. Balanced, great scoring, Coach.
Yeah, and when the ball moves and it doesn't stick, when the ball has energy, then everybody's ready to make a play when they get it. You know, when you stand around and watch one guy over dribble or hold the ball too much, then the other guys aren't ready to make plays when they get it. But when the ball has energy, everyone that's on the court believes, hey, I'm going to get it. You know, I give it up this time. It's going to come back to me. And then they're ready to make a play or make a shot, finish a shot around the basket, whatever it may be. So I thought the ball moved really well today, and kids were ready. When they caught it, they were ready to make a play.
It seems like Caden White has really assimilated, Coach. I saw the team looking for him, not looking for him, but when he was open, they hit him. When they needed a play, sometimes they went to him. He's really assimilated himself well into this team.
Yeah, he fits really well with what we do because he's unselfish player. You know, he does the little things for the team. He'll screen, he defends, he rebounds, but he can also score the ball. And today you saw that he's capable of scoring. I think he had 15 the first game and 20 the second game, and was fairly efficient. He missed a couple shots there in the second half. Maybe got a little bit tired, but played a really good ball game, and he gives us just another guy that can do the things that we want to do as a team.
But I noticed Gage Sullivan really hustled today.
He played hard.
And
yeah.
Yes, and gave you some plays. And, Coach, I think you saw one. Kingston Crane made one play, and you said it doesn't show up in the book. But
it was down here. Rock Creek got a rebound under the basket, and everybody else took off, and Kingston stayed down there, trapped him against the sideline, and he stepped out, and it just created another opportunity. And it's like, that
little plays that don't show up in the scorebook.
And he went from 0 points to 7 points real quick.
Just like that. Just like that. Yeah, you mentioned Gage. He had a great day. I thought he played really hard. Had some great passes. He rebounded. He did some good things well. And Kingston looked good there in the fourth quarter. He got in there and finally got in the rhythm a little bit. Got to get a little bit more playing time than he has been. And he's showing, what he's capable of.
Only one negative thing, and that was at the start of the game. The passes didn't seem as crisp as they were earlier in the day, Coach.
Yeah, I agree. We were standing a little bit too much, and guys weren't getting open without the ball. And you've got to make those hard cuts to get open, and the passing wasn't there to start the game. But we got that fixed and got going up and down the floor a little bit, got the ball moving, and the kids did much better. Rock Creek made some plays. They had a couple kids that made some shots, made tough shots. They kind of hung around. I think it's a 9-point game there late in the third quarter, and that 26-0 run in the fourth quarter kind of put the game away.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach. Two more wins today to go 4-0. That's never a bad thing.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate it.
All righty. Coach Matt Britton there with his post-game comments here, wearing the Tech Shack Live mic here for that interview. Coach, final comments from you.
This is my first time actually seeing this group in person, and the expectation word you brought up earlier today, expectations are there. Coach really talked about the team mentality and doing what's best for the team, and when you put those two things together, it really kind of shines what can happen. And as long as these guys keep that team mentality and keep that selfless mentality, don't care who scores 20 points. It could be your night one night and somebody else's night the next, and move on with life. You're 0-0 after every win, and just keep chugging along and keep working hard in practice, and leave it all out there on the floor. I love it.
Did I just realize, did I not go over scoring? I think Coach came up. I don't think we did. Now I've closed my scorebook, so I'm going to open it back up maybe if I can. Take me a while to get to it. There it is. Let's go over the scoring first of all for Rock Creek. Jamarcus Hamilton with 3, Shane Edwards with 6, Joseph Elliott failed to score, Jonah Martin with 6, Carson Smith with 15, Noah Martin with 6, and they were 5 of 9 from the free throw line for team for 36 points. The Miners scoring 79 in Game 2. Jake Rose with 2. Jackson Miller failed to score. Paul Oliver with 10. Kingston Crane with 7. Connor Daly with 23. Reuben Goodman with 10. Owen Smith with 5. Gage Sullivan with 2. And Caden White with 20. As we said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They played 8 players and only 9 players, and only one didn't score, and that was Jackson Miller. So the Miners come away with 71-18 in Game 1 over Robinson of Illinois and 79-36 over Rock Creek. Heather?
Well, we want to encourage all of you to stay tuned to our Facebook page for updates on where we will be next and what will be next for all of the Miners, all the way from 5th grade all the way up to high school. We will be posting that information. Stay safe, stay warm in all the travels, and we want to say thank you to Scott Vanderkolk for sitting in with us today for both games.
Had a good time.
And we're very excited to be able to keep this undefeated season rolling here. So stay tuned. As I mentioned, stay tuned to our Facebook page. And for Scott Vanderkolk, Kevin Rader, and myself, this has been a live stream production powered by Rader Media Sports.